Streaming or recording?
Put your
Both.
thermal paste in your pee hole.
We've been recording for a bit.
No, we just started. So now the YouTube video
Where it
starts
came
with
from.
something about pee hole. So that's a record for sorry
Fantastic.
YouTube.
We
The
call that
first
Join,
episode.
brand.
join
We
us.
call that
Join
on
our
brand.
Discord. Sign the sound off in our Discord to see if you can figure out what we were talking about going in pee holes.
All right, I have
When it gets a
confirmed we
sweater or some
are
shit.
live,
Yep.
Fantastic.
Whenever you're ready, dude.
and I have chat up. Okay,
Chat
the
these.
reward for hard work is more work. Today on GP's face.
If anyone
Damn
was
it.
listening really closely, you heard some wheezing over the intro.
Yeah. For
I
audio
sound like that guy
listeners,
from TikTok
Oh.
that's laughing over the
GP let
fucking
one go.
the Beat It track.
Oh, okay. Whew. Goose fraba. Goose fraba.
My
We're
cheeks-
proud
All
of
right.
something.
So we if we are nothing else here on Press B to Cancel, we are all about those traditions, and we are starting another tradition today. We are doing a second episode. This is likely going to be a yearly thing on our Sisyphean Games 2023. And I am not alone. No, today I'm joined by all my good friends. Werewolf, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Chard, how are you today?
Apparently, I'm werewolf on the screen, but I am fantastic. Thank you so much for asking, sir.
Oh, yeah, we're all.
Oh,
And
Damn
Jake, how are you today?
yeah, just give me
I'm
a sec.
GP.
I'll be fine in a few minutes. I'm good.
Or this is
thanks.
not what I meant when I said call me by your name.
And I
I
would
just wanted
ask
to be you for a minute.
how you're doing, GP, but I know you're already just full of salt and piss and vinegar today. But how are you anyway?
Well, I'm doing okay. It says I'm Chard, so I'm assuming my credit score just went up, which is good for some, bad for others.
No, it
You
did
get the
not.
call back.
You're going to be pissed after the show.
All right, so one more bit of housekeeping to do before we get into our Sisyphean games. Speaking of traditions, we're trying to start another tradition today. Jake found a something. Tell us about this, Jake.
Okay, the wheel or the damn box? Because one can be a tradition, the other one most certainly will not be.
The winter tradition with beverages.
Our
All
new
right,
winter
so-
tradition here on Press
Oh
B
my
Cancel.
god!
Hi, everybody. We show?
So I saw online an article about how one of the creators of Dr. Pepper, or the marketing guy or some shit, he's like, sales of Dr. Pepper go down in the wintertime. So in the 1800s, he decided, what if you just make it hot? What if you steam it like tea and you drink it hot? Now, I can't stand this shit, okay? This is from a case.
Yeah.
I didn't even put this in the fridge. There's other crap in my fridge I'd rather have, like spoiled milk, before I put this in the fridge. I'm barely lucky I can even drink a can of this. But Sinistar and Chard both said, well, what if we drink hot Dr. Pepper? Will you match with cans of Dr. Pepper? I didn't think they would agree to that. But here we are. I got my
He doesn't know
Pepto.
us at all.
You don't,
I got
you
my
don't know how
puke bowl.
dedicated we are to your suffering, Jake.
Well, puking, I'm sure, is great content. So you guys you want to start with the hot Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
literally
Cheers,
for the
everybody.
audio listeners,
Yeah.
Sinistar and Chard basically
GP's
got
doing
mugs
it
and
too.
thermoses.
He's in on it too.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yes.
GP too.
And I'll say this. It smells very good. I'm not a fan of Dr. Pepper. I'm okay with it. I tolerate it, like cafeteria food and the constant threat of terrorism. But let's try it. The smell is good. Cheers.
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 Press B.
Steaming hot
All
Dr.
the
Pepper.
Presbyterians.
Huh.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna actually say something really interesting. Are you guys experiencing this? It actually seems to taste less like Dr. Pepper while it's hot.
No,
Probably.
the opposite. It tastes the Dr. Pepper flavor, the wang at the end, as I call it, lasts so much longer. The wang stays in your mouth a bit longer.
In
We're
the
calling
UK,
it
they
the Wang
refer to
Chung.
in the UK they refer to that as the bell end. The bell end.
Yeah,
Bellin.
yeah. On my
So you
lower
actually
back. I will
like
drink
this
the whole
shit?
cup.
All right.
Really?
Ooh, that's hot.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
my god.
Would I prefer
really
it
isn't.
cold? Yeah, I would
Yeah,
prefer it
I
cold.
would, yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
I would take it cold any day of the week, but this is, I can drink this. I can finish this.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink.
I could
I'm gonna
see how it
drink,
would come across as a holiday beverage.
Yeah,
I'm-
I think
Yeah.
some
All right.
booze in it would probably be pretty good.
You know,
Yes, give me some
actually,
hooch
a
in
little
here.
rum in this would be
You put
great.
some
Yeah,
red wine
fuck
in
yeah, I
it,
got
you
rum
know?
in my
Cracking in
fridge.
it?
I might.
Oh,
But we don't do that on YouTube. We don't drink
No.
on YouTube.
No, we never drink on YouTube. GP, if you don't mind
That's the Long
narrating
John
while I drink
Silver's.
this
That's
crap
not the that's not the PDP.
for our audio listeners,
All
I
right,
cracked
so
open a can.
Now that we've gotten that underway, for those watching the podcast, you'll see us sipping our
So
aperitif beverage as we
It's
go
so
along.
good.
Jake, I feel
But
very
you taste-
connected to you right now.
You taste those 26 flavors of
Oh
magic.
my god, it tastes like cough medicine, Chard.
24
What the
flavors.
fuck? Why do you guys like this shit?
No, how dare you besmirch the good name of Tussin?
Roba.
Oh my
Give me-
god.
Give me warm Tussin.
This is amazing.
Okay. As it's come out of the thermos, because I put it in almost at boiling in the thermos. As it's come down in temperature just a little bit, so it's more like tea. I'm definitely getting the Dr. Pepper flavor now.
Okay,
My
but where are
shit's,
you with the
my
wang?
shit's still fucking hot. I'm sweating. This thing's
The
hot.
the bell end, the bell end's right there.
Cthusiast in chat saying next year you should do hot winter cranberry Sprite. Now, to that point, Cthusiast, I do want to say, instead of doing the Dr. Pepper thing, because again, not a huge fan. My wife loves it, so it's around the house. But I did think about getting the holiday Sprite and putting like a tea with it, so you'd have cranberry,
Oh,
orange, or something like that. I thought would be.
you were going to teabag your Sprite?
Yeah,
Delicious.
thought about it.
Delicious.
Salty.
Jer,
Salty.
the carbonation in mine is completely gone. I
Yeah.
can't speak for everybody else's, but it's not there.
Carbonation
Kyle,
is gone.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
slow simmered mine
Yeah.
in a pot.
It's
And we
all
all have
about
video. We all have video proof
Yes.
through a video messaging app called Marco Polo that we all use, and we all have provided proof. And then I've got a Pepsi here to
I've got my
that horrible taste out of
HGG.
my mouth.
Yeah, like Pepsi is good. Like I can
It's
drink
not horrible.
Pepsi. Pepsi's great.
Ugh.
he's drinking Dr. Pepper with a Pepsi chaser.
Yeah, that's how awful. That stuff.
Don't
It
worry,
tastes
you
like
got, like-
medicine.
you-
Tastes like tree bark. It's just
How
Robitussin.
dare you
Yeah,
besmirch the good name of tree bark?
Why are we dissing on Dr. Pepper here? You guys chill your fucking your
Because of
bets
the
here.
flavor, Chard. Because of the way it
Because it's
tastes.
good. It's the best flavor on the market. You guys just don't know taste.
Hey,
Like I said-
also completely irrelevant, but I put on some weight recently, and my ring fits better now on my pinky. And I'm really thinking I might just keep it, even if I drop that weight and it fits back on the ring finger. I'm feeling GP with a ring finger. What do we say? What do we think?
Yeah, it's kind of pimping. It's a little
Thank you.
pimping.
G guy pimp.
Yeah, that's what the P.
Yeah,
I gotta give you this skibbity pass.
it's the G pimp.
Skibbity pass.
All right.
As long,
So
as, long as you
guys,
carry around some talcum powder everywhere you go, you're solid.
Blitz, you're right. I'm an avid Coke drinker. But you see, Taco Bell, the provider of my dinner this evening, only carries Pepsi products.
And
This-
Dr.
why are we not sponsored
And
by
Dr.
anybody? Give us one pop sponsorship, honestly.
Because we talk shit on everything.
I
do.
was looking for Thermos to sponsor us. You see us, Thermos.
Thermos is a wonderful product, though, I must say.
Yeah.
Of all the Thermos-related products I've ever had, Thermos does it best.
I'm sending, we're clipping this. We're going to clip this whole segment of us drinking this hot Dr. Pepper. I'm going to take all of Jake's and GP's negative comments out, and I'm sending this shit to Dr. Pepper to be like, listen, sponsor us. We did this on YouTube for you guys. I'm even wearing the shirt. Let's
I just had a
fucking
brilliant
go.
idea. Okay, you know how people have like taken their streams from things like Twitch and put it on the adult pornographic websites, and then they
Yes.
put a suggestive title? This has to be the hot DP segment.
All right.
For those that don't understand DP, don't look it up.
Oh no, absolutely. It's just Dr. Pepper.
It's just
What do
Dr.
you think?
Pepper. All right. So, gentlemen, what we're actually here for today,
Oh,
I have
To
to
watch Jake puke.
I have to eat a little crow. Gentlemen, I have to
we're
eat a little
eating
crow.
stuff now as well.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
Delicious.
So
I am hungry.
let's go back in time to May of 2021.
Yeah.
Where we came up with this idea of a Sisyphean style of game. And basically the definition of a Sisyphean game is a game you feel that you should have beaten, but you haven't. Whatever reason, it can be difficult. It can be something that you've just bounced off of. Everybody says it's a great game and you've just bounced off of it. Whatever the reason, you haven't finished your game or you haven't finished this game. So this was May of 2021. I said that I was going to beat Super Mario Brothers 1. Gentlemen, I fall upon
Rip.
my sword.
Rip.
I fall upon my sword. I'm
You gave a
wearing
good effort.
for those listening to
Yeah.
the podcast. If I were being voted for Speaker of House, we're talking hundreds of attempts for my vote to make it, and I still never did.
We
Political
need
joke, folks. Aha.
we need someone to play taps for Sinistar
Yes.
because we're ripping that one right now.
So I am admitting defeat, and this is the next piece. This is the next tradition that we are starting. And so going forward, but I'm going to fall upon my sword. Going forward, when we commit to a Sisyphean game and we complete it, we're in the good. We're in the correct. We're gold. But if we don't complete our Sisyphean game in the year, so this is 2023, sorry. We did it in May of 2022, sorry.
Don't make this
Skip years.
2022 again, please.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Other than I met you in person, golden time.
Fair.
So if I do not complete my game in 2023, I will do this. But I'm going to fall upon my sword for 2022, and I am going to subject myself to what, Jake?
Why, that's this lovely invention we put together called the Wheel of Pain.
Yes, hold on. I wanted to do something for this. I had something for this. Sorry, keep going. I don't have
All right,
any.
so we have the Wheel of
Is
Pain.
it a Wheel
So
of Pain shirt?
the reason with the Wheel of Pain, here's what we got. We got 10 games that I've picked that are pretty bad, pretty awful, maybe entertaining to watch, but not for you to play. And this is the thing. So, Sinistar, you got very far. Mario Brothers 1, you got to 8-2. Let it be said, that's pretty damn far. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
so,
good.
You gave it a valiant try. And I don't want Sisyphean to become this tradition of shitting on somebody for not beating a game. Like, look, I've beaten Kirby on the NES. I know a thing or two about hard games. And Mario Brothers 1 is tough. So no shade. You can't beat it. That's cool. But if you can't beat your Sisyphean game, then you must agree to spin on the Wheel of Pain and play, stream, or record you playing for at least 2 hours your Wheel of Pain game. So I put together a bang-up wheel, and I'll just read them off for fun. Sonic on the Xbox 360, Superman for the N64, Chakin the Forever Something on the Genesis, Equinix on the SNES,
boy.
Roller Games on the NES, Dragon's Lair on the NES, Shadow of the Beast on the Genesis, Super
you.
Mario Brothers
Fuck you.
Special on the PC-88, Bubsy 3D on the PlayStation, and Werewolf on the NES. No relation to our wolf.
Nice.
You have a copy? Right, you do.
Dude,
Why
I
did you spell it
showed
wrong?
you.
Wait,
I showed
that-
you guys.
that
in the
got
Discord
thrown.
earlier.
That got thrown into the sea, my friend.
Wait. It did not, and I will show it to you.
Wheel of Pain.
Thank you.
Funnily
Somebody clip
enough,
that. I need that for my
this is what
ringtone.
got thrown into the ocean, and you can see the little hole we drilled into the cartridge for the fishing line, so that I wasn't just leaving it there.
You
Oh my
fished it out of the
goodness.
ocean.
So we did a
saved
quick
your-
swap between
We
the
just make a
cartridges
point.
in the shot.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Can we add
Sinistar.
Balls 3D to the wheel.
Are you ready?
No.
Oh, that's just a
I am
fighting
ready.
game, though. It's not-
Spin
All right.
my
Spinning
wheel.
that wheel.
Let's go.
We
And away
really
it
should Get
goes.
the music from the Ninja Turtles soundtrack.
Maybe
Spin
for you
that
too.
wheel. I don't know if you guys remember.
Sinistar.
Yeah.
You're playing Dragon's Lair for the NES.
Oh God, the one that I literally went, oh.
It's so bad. I've seen a few people try
not
to
the
play
worst
this,
on the
and it's
list.
so bad. I know there's some bad ones, but Dragon's Lair is definitely one of the worst. But that's good. So there you go.
All right, here's what I will do. I
Oop.
will either do a surprise stream, or I will record this and put it up on my YouTube. Where'd that wheel go? That's something's gone wrong with that wheel, man.
It glitched a little bit as I was pulling it back up. I did this in an afternoon.
Okay.
So
Yeah. All right. Yes, I will do 2 hours. 2 hours.
The wheel is just representing the quality of the games on the list.
that's pretty much it. Yeah. There's not a good game on that list. That's good. So yeah. So as we go through our Sisyphean picks for
Chakram,
2023.
Cold-hearted. Cold-hearted.
Cold-hearted.
Why would
Me.
you put Chakram on there?
Cold-blooded.
Chakram's pretty awful. But anyway. So as we give our Sisyphean games, I guess, Sinistar, we all agree, gentlemen's bet, if we don't finish by the end of 2023, then we will get our own spin on the Wheel of Pain. Yeah, there you go.
I swear.
All right.
Yes.
I swear. Gentlemen's
And the
bet.
good name of Dr. Pepper.
So I will be doing, for my failure of
real
Super
doctor.
Mario Brothers 1,
Not a real
I will
doctor.
be doing 2 hours of Dragon's Lair NES at some point. And then I will commit to my next game. And if I fail that, I will do the Wheel of Pain at the end of this year. All right. So that said, why don't we recap? So, Chard, tell us what game you did, and then tell us your, let's do a recap first, and then let's tell our 2023 game.
All right. So I challenged myself to play Bloodborne, which is of the Souls born circle of friends, circle of trust, or whatever. I had played Bloodborne a couple times and spun off of it due to one thing or another. I think I got stuck. That's right. I got stuck on a boss. For those who have played Bloodborne, it's Rom, the deadly spider. And then I got past that, and then I got stuck in another spot, and there was just getting a lot of stuck by a lot of bosses. So I just gave up. Also, the community that I was streaming for at the time, well, it was a bunch of assholes, to be completely honest with you, and I just didn't want to stream for any of them because they were all piles of shit. But we went back at it, right after the Sisyphean episode, I think, and we dug in deep, and I think 5 days. I think 5 days it took me. I have it all on YouTube. The entire playthrough is on YouTube. And we tackled it. We kicked its ass. I even got to the end and was like, oh, fuck, this is the end. I didn't realize we were at the end. I thought there was more. Now, I didn't do any of the chalice dungeons or anything crazy like that. I did mostly the main story stuff. I did a few extra things. And I think I did one chalice dungeon just to be like, hey, we did one. But we did tackle the entire thing, including the secret ending of fighting the hidden boss at the very end. I also tackled that as well. So Bloodborne was my Sisyphean, and I ran up the hill. It was like Kate Bush was running up that hill. It was like Placebo running up that fucking hill, and we took it out.
I love that Kate Bush song, but man, Placebo brought it home.
Chard, is Bloodborne a game you think anybody else here should play? that we'd like it?
Yes, I like. No, as a like. Oh, I thought you were calling someone out. No, I liked it. I think it's a great game. I think it was a great game. It fits in with the rest of any of the Souls games that I enjoy playing. They're the same exact mechanics, same kind of concept, except it's got that whole, Cthulhu, Lovecraftian kind of feel to it, which added that whole specialty, kind of glimpse to it. So steampunk and all that crap. I would recommend it for anybody who's into those types of games with their difficulty spike and all the other garbage that people love about them. If anything, I think it's a beautiful game. It looks spectacular. The music's good. Story is what you would expect from a FromSoft game, very convoluted and silly, but it's still fun. I had a great time playing it, and I would recommend it to anybody who is interested in trying that out.
Do you have to read weapon descriptions to get the
Yes, that's it. Yes. Yes.
You know you do.
You don't even have to ask that question. You should just know that. I think Armor Core makes you read weapons to figure out what the hell you're doing and that. So, no, I would recommend it. I would recommend it to anybody. Just, you know, it's just like any other Souls game. I've beaten them all except for Demon Souls is the last one on my list. It's just soldier through, just not hunker down and soldier through, and you can get it done.
Excellent. So, what are you committing to this year?
There's been a lot of speculation as to what I should commit to this year. And I've been bouncing around on a lot of different things that I wanted to try. This guy. I'm not playing that shit. I don't think you can even finish that shit. It's never ending. He's got the giggle fits. The doctor's giving him the giggles. So actually, Wulff and I had a joke about what I have selected sometime. I don't know if it was a joke, but we both had a bonding moment over the game that I am selecting this time around. And I'll rehash the story for the people here that have not heard it or seen it. Many moons ago, when I was living in Germany, I was playing a little known ditty that goes by the name of Doom 3. I had just picked it up, and my ex had gone to bed, and it was had to have been 10 or 11 at night. And I put my headphones on, I turned the lights off, I closed the door. I was like, I won't bother you. I'm just gonna be in here playing this game, no big deal. So playing this game, and I am terrified. I'm terrified playing this game. I have not played a lot of the scary games that I've played today at that time. And it was freaking me out really bad. And there's a scene where you walk in to a bathroom and you like turn and you look at the bathroom mirror and it zooms in on your face immediately. And it's your face starts to like melt into a skull, right?
Yes.
And it happened so quick that it freaked me the fuck out. And I turned to run out of the room and there's a demon in my face. And whatever. My door to my room flies open with a lot of aggression. And my ex goes, "What in the fuck are you doing in here?" And I'm like, "I'm just playing this game." She goes, "You have been yelping. You've been yelping and yipping for the last 20 goddamn minutes, and I cannot sleep. What are you doing in here? Fucking stop." And I went, I had no idea. I was so engrossed into the game, I had no fucking clue that it had scared me that fucking bad. And I haven't played it since. I haven't gone back to it since 2003, I think, is when I was playing it back then. So after all the shit that I have played up to this point during Twitch, Alien Isolation, Visage, Madison, Song of Horror, all those fucking games, I am going to challenge myself for the next year to complete not the BFG edition. We're playing the original where the flashlight is not on the gun. We're gonna play
That's the way to go.
When they forgot how duct tape works.
Exactly.
Space doesn't duct tape doesn't work in space. We all know that.
Yeah.
We are gonna play it the original version. I bought it on the Steam sale this year for like $2 fucking bucks. I even have the BFG version, so if I want to switch it up or whatever, we can play that. But we're gonna play the original Doom 3. I will record it like I did Bloodborne onto YouTube so you guys can watch my progress, and we will chip away at that during my weekends off that I take for streaming. I will work on that during that time. So that is my Sisyphean game this year will be Doom 3, the original edition.
Enjoy those upside down skull spiders.
That's ocarina.
What were you gonna say?
No, I think Chard.
Yeah.
No, I think Chard's pick is going to be a highlight from the 2023 Sisyphean challenges. So I'm excited to watch.
I'm even going to play it with the lights off in here, and I'm going to warn my wife ahead of time. Please don't kick the door open on me. I'm just trying to get this goddamn game done. I'd appreciate it.
I'm going to message Rogue and see if she'll kick the door in on you.
Yeah, she probably will. She did it for Lord Optic. She'll probably do it for you.
Yeah. It's a good choice because like that game is when I played that game when it first came out, I only lasted like 20 minutes and I'm like, oh, I'm good. But I appreciate for its time the atmosphere, the graphics are really great, but the atmosphere is bang on with the flashlight and the gun, and you can't use both at the same time. It's a good pick.
I would call that horseshit.
I agree.
In the distant future, guns no longer have flashlight mounts.
Yeah. I was torn because I wanted to do like Red Dead Redemption 2 or we talked about The Witcher 3, because I spin off of those things so goddamn fast just because I get overly saturated with way too much shit to do. There's way too much to do, and I never get anything fucking done. And I bounced it off these four gentlemen, and they all agreed that they think the Doom 3 would probably be a better choice because of my lead up into it and how terrified I was playing it. And I could probably, I don't know. It's going to be great if it's as scary as I remember it being. I don't think it will be, just because I played some shit that'll make your fucking skin turn all kinds of separate colors. But maybe the nostalgia will bring back that scary vibe to me. So I'm excited to give it a run.
Excellent. All right. Okay. So that is your review, and you are going to play Doom 3 non-BFG this year.
Yep.
Scout's
choice.
honor.
All right. Wulff, are you good to do yours next?
Yes.
Okay.
So
review, and then what are you doing this year?
I was so positive coming into this challenge, even though I had chosen Fester's Quest for the NES. It's a game I've had since 90, 91, something like that. And it always seemed like it was just a little too challenging for child me, So I was like, well, it's been nearly 30 years. Let's give it another shot, because it has things in common with Blaster Master, which is one of my favorite games. They're both developed by Sunsoft. Clearly, it's a similar engine at least, right? So I was like, all right, I should be able to do this. And I gave it a shot. Went back and played it, and I found the parts, I found some things that made it a little more fair. And emphasis on little more, because this game is still a shit show. I played through and found all the upgrades and secrets and everything in an effort to get to the final boss. I actually got to the UFO for the first time. It was great. But I died, so I went back again and made sure that I survived as best I could and kept all my resources as best I could. And got to the boss, and he still outlasted all of my power-ups. The final boss outlasted all the power-ups.
Did you use a repeating fire controller?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to.
And
right?
so I decided to give the PAL version a shake after all that failure. I one-shotted that fucking thing. It was such a cakewalk compared to the North American version that I weep for 9-year-old me. Because
If only I'd been born in Europe.
these European children of the 90s don't understand how easy their Fester's Quest was compared to this garbage pile we got in the North American region. It's so bad.
What was different that made it
So-
easier to do?
So the funny thing is, they made it to where bullets don't collide with walls. So they'll keep going until they're supposed to, or they hit an enemy.
This
right?
is the US version,
That's
right?
huge. No, this is the
No, that's the-
PAL version.
Yeah,
Okay.
because in the US version, they've got
North
the
American
sneaky
version.
gun,
Oh,
and
your
when you're
bullets.
going
Your
down all
bullets.
these fucking
Your
corridors,
bullets.
it
Yeah.
it's just hitting the fucking
So
wall.
you
And
can-
you can't
You
attack.
Right.
can just clip those bullets right through and kill enemies.
Yes. So
they call it the PAL version because it's much more friendly.
Yes, that's exactly.
So
what
there
it
are
is.
points in the game. There are versions there are upgrade levels to your gun that are wider than 2 tiles. But there are many places in the game where hallways are only 2 tiles. So if you have any of those upgrade levels to your gun that are wider, you're screwed. And usually they swing wildly left or wildly right first. So not only are you not getting any distance with this thing, but it's immediately just the bullet is shooting straight to Fester's left and hitting a wall, and that's that.
It's stupid.
The other ones
bad.
that are exactly 2 tiles wide, you have to be pixel perfect placement to be in line with the hallway so that you can shoot down the hallway. It's stupid. So in the PAL version, ammo does not hit the walls. It keeps going, which made it so much easier. And the gun levels were made more powerful,
Oh,
almost on par with the whip, which the whip is also garbage, even in the North American version, because it hits harder, but it's way slower. You're not doing any damage with that. It's a waste of time. That and it can pick up downgrades. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I
So-
remember we were watching you do that. Yeah.
It's awful that
So,
that's
yeah,
even a
the-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The
So
fact that they have
it's-
downgrades in there is, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So it's funny because the PAL version feels unfair in the player's favor, whereas the North American version feels unfair against the player. So one was just tuned way too difficult, and the other one was just like, well, let's just do it the easy way to make it not so difficult. And then they made it way too easy. So I technically beat my game. I beat an official release of my game, just not my region's official release of my game. So I leave it up to you guys where that stands.
There's a lot of Europeans up here, man. You're good.
But
Yeah, I mean, absolutely counted.
yeah. I think
It's-
if there had been a PAL version of Super Mario Brothers that was easier, I probably would have defaulted to that and still counted it. So I'm with
It's
you.
called the Lost Levels. Try that one next. You'll know.
Fuck it. Spin the wheel of
You
pain.
shut
Let's
But I
go.
told them-
Poop mouth.
You
You know,
you say
but-
try, I hear cry.
You
I
Here's
told
what
the
I'll
wife-
say, Wolf. I feel like
Go
if
ahead.
there were, for example, with Fester's Quest, even if you were playing the North American version, if there were like, even though if it were like a code, something where you could start off, get the upgrades you wanted, and then like reset and then play the whole game, starting off the game the way you wanted. So long as you played the entire thing, I think that would be acceptable. So I mean,
I think somebody's kibitzing later for this episode.
no, I think it's wonderful.
So Wolf's wife
that-
just said
no,
she
count it.
thinks he
Count it.
cheated. So I think we bring down the wheel.
I
of
was
pain.
gonna
What do you
share
guys
that
think?
story. I told her I beat the game, but I beat the PAL version, and she was like, first she was like, "Oh, good job," and then I told her that it was PAL version. She's like, "So you cheated?" And
Wow.
of course, she jumps into chat to say this.
Yep. Just to back it up.
Yep.
That's
So
love.
I
right
leave
there.
it in
Doesn't-
your guys' hands.
Doesn't count is what she says.
Yeah.
That is
Doesn't
the
I
count.
agree.
wife
Wow.
move of the year. Well
If I
done, Wolf.
must
Okay.
do a Wheel of
wife
Pain
too.
recording, I will.
Okay,
I leave it to
you know what?
guys.
You know what? I think since Wife Wolf just voted, how about you guys? Will you agree? We leave it to chat. Chat. Say does it count?
Well, hold on,
or
but
does it
Wife
not?
Wolf is in chat.
I know. She's
Yeah,
well,
already
then
that's
voted.
one vote against.
Should we
That's one
do
vote.
should we do a council vote and then a chat vote?
Sure.
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 Like, all right. Press B hosts. Who in council think that counts for Werewolves finish?
No.
The eyes have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
If you're in chat and you want to vote, let's get a vote. Let's get a chat vote as we go along, and we'll see what chat thinks.
And
And
just
for
say
the
yes or
record-
no.
I think the downgrade thing in Fester's Quest is brilliant. I love a game that says if you're just blindly mashing buttons, you run that risk. I enjoyed that.
Okay, Anime Angel, I should clarify. I said I would beat the North American version and then the PAL version. So I did not do both. I only did PAL.
I think
So
in
there
Wolf's
you go.
defense,
Yeah.
in Wolf's defense, he just said he was going to play Fester's Quest. We did not specify.
yeah.
No.
Which
No, I did
region
he did
specify.
he was going to
specify.
play.
He did.
Did you?
He did.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
did. I
would like
said
to
I was going to
retract
beat
my
the North
vote.
American.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
I might rescind
I'm
my
being
vote.
honest. I'm being honest.
I
here.
was coming in to help.
Wife
Fuck
Wolf
me.
says nay.
Looks like
Blitzbomb
it's
saying
a lot
no.
of no's coming in.
Not looking good.
Oh. And we
So
just got a
50%
Chard
Thursday,
say.
say
is
no.
still failing.
Damn.
Wheel of pain.
Bring me the
Wheel
wheel.
of, which, by the way, somebody earlier had been like wheel of pleasure.
Pain.
I think if you do it
All
right,
right.
wheel of pain is.
All
I
right.
guess Wheel of Pain.
I
it is,
think
man.
Wolf,
I think
you
we're
ready?
wheeling
It
it
was
up
that
for you, Wolf.
moment that he knew.
Can you play the sound again?
Oh, here's the slow roll. Oof. That thing's
Spinning that
ominous.
wheel.
I like how it's
All
Dr.
right,
Pepper
let's see what
colors.
I get. Wouldn't
Good
you like
choice.
to be a pepper too?
Bubsy 3D.
Not a real doctor.
Oh,
Well,
I
down.
am a real worm. You know what? You know what? I can do that. I owned that game on the PlayStation. It was one of the first PlayStation games I had. So
Did you
I
beat
can
it?
deal with that struggle bus. That's fine. No.
You beat the
Oh.
Bell version.
But I can play it for 2 hours. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
I will say though, beating Fester's Quest, even if it was not the continent you grew up on, is still an accomplishment. That game is still hard. So
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
That's
I
why I
concur.
voted for it. Having done the game, it's a tough one, no matter where
Yeah,
you're from.
I voted that he completed it.
But yeah, I mean, if he did specify North American, then no, it doesn't count. But
No, I said I would
Bubsy.
do both, and I only
Bubsy.
did one. So it's fair.
You're a
So
good
my
sport,
game,
and we love you, Wulff.
yeah,
Speaking
I
of good
am
sports,
still up in the air on
Jake.
my game. So I'm gonna let you guys kind of weigh in here and try to sway me one way or the
Bubsy.
other.
3D.
Okay.
Oh, nobody should have beaten that game by now. That would be like me picking Fade to Black. No, it's not happening. So there's Final Fantasy 3/6. I
Mm.
have never beaten it. I've played through it like 5-6 times. Never beaten
Well,
it.
I already know
it's
my
so
vote. I
good.
don't give a shit about anything
Yeah.
else you're playing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like really
Fantasy
any of the
VII
Elder
Remake.
Scrolls games, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, I put many, many hours into all of those and never finished any of them. So if you
6
guys
is
go
more
with
linear.
Elder Scrolls, I'll probably go with 3. But yeah, it's up to you guys. Final Fantasy 6 or Morrowind?
You
Final
know
Fantasy 6.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
my
like-
fucking vote. 6.
Every time
That's
you
what I
mention
figured.
this, you mention this, and I'm like, you haven't played Final Fantasy 3? Really? and I'm probably like asked it every single time. So yeah, absolutely, you should play that game.
Now,
Even on
do it-
this, I'm pretty sure my save file is in the World of Ruin.
Okay.
okay, but
and
you have
no.
to start over though, right? I mean, like,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to start
Yes.
fresh again.
and not
For,
to
like,
troll.
the
I know how
20th
trolly
time.
this will sound. Which version will you be playing?
Ah.
But
Pixel
hold on,
There's
remaster.
differences.
because
Pixel
of the
remaster.
game
He's
that
right.
it is,
Pixel-
that's a good question to ask.
Pixel
It is a
Maybe
good question.
advanced. That's
He's
a good
right.
one.
There's several versions.
Don't do the Pixel remaster because that just came out.
That's so good.
It is
So
good. Very good.
I don't know.
But I think to appreciate the Pixel remaster, we need to play the original.
I would say
Okay.
the
Well, I've
original
played
SNES
the
game,
original.
yeah.
I've played. So I've played the original. I've played it in Japanese on PlayStation and gotten very far. I've played it in English on PlayStation, gotten to the end. I also have it on PlayStation. I have it on GBA. I've played this game so many times, so many ways, and I've not beaten it. So
Yeah.
what
the
version do you
perfect
guys
Sisyphean game.
recommend I do? I know the I know the SNES version is broken, but I mean that's the version most people are familiar with. So there's that too.
The thing is,
Where's it
even the
broken?
non-broken version eventually becomes broken.
So it's broken because there's no actual magic defense.
Mm.
There's a magic defense stat, but it's not programmed to work. And
I never
instead,
noticed
your regular defense
Yeah.
works as your magic defense.
As a
Plus,
kid, I never
the
noticed
OG
the
is the only
difference.
one that has the Vanish X Zone trick. If you want him to do the newer
Yeah,
ones,
get
it
that
takes a
Vanish
while.
X over
On
with the
Triangle Island, I
Brachiosaurs.
am.
Fuck
yeah.
yeah. Go to the dinosaur head and just grind the shit out of that forest.
So I don't know. I'm torn between the versions just because they have different things going for them. You know.
Do you have a
Monsters
controller?
landscaping.
Do you have a speed controller or a auto fire controller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
then
ish. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. Just go to the Elite River, button
Oh,
down
yeah.
Y and left or whatever, and just go to bed. And then you can
Wow.
just burn through
There's-
the game the next day.
Okay.
Yeah. What
do
was
it.
that? There. You don't even need to do that. You could just make it to like strap a rubber band around the controller.
Yeah,
and
rubber
you're set.
band trick. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever's good. Whatever's good.
I would pick the SNES version just because it's the original, and that's my personal opinion. But that's just mine. You do whatever the hell you want. I know there's so many variations of it. I went SNES just because it was the one that I initially played when it came out. I just went back to my nostalgia and played it off of that.
You can't go wrong with it. It's classic. That would be my vote too. If you have a
Okay.
way of playing the original,
Yeah.
play the original.
This is like the
Yeah, I do.
perfect Sisyphean game. I'm glad this is your pick. And yeah, I would go with the original, especially since you have so much experience with different ports of it. Start with the first one then and play it. And I can't wait to hear your thoughts about the ending. Like this is a fantastic game to go through.
Yeah,
for
that's
the first
literally the only thing I've never seen in that game is the ending. I've
Yeah, can
seen
you
the
record it?
emails.
I have to watch you beat it.
Yeah,
and
we have
get
to
your
be there.
impressions.
Yeah,
I mean, like that's
Yes.
I mean, I'll
Please.
record the whole thing and put it
There you
up
go.
on YouTube because I
Love it.
did
I
that
can't
with
wait.
Fester's Quest. I still have one more to upload, but it's rendered out. I just haven't uploaded it yet.
I know I said Chard's playthrough might be the highlight of the year, but I might be
No,
might
no.
be switching up for this one.
Mine doesn't touch Final Fantasy VI Wulff and his first finish, not his first time, but the first finish of it. That's
Love it.
that's a joy to watch with anybody.
Awesome.
Fester's Quest
Okay.
was a fail, so I will be doing Bubsy 3D at some point in the next few weeks.
Thank you.
Hmm.
You know what? Maybe I'll have my brother's in town next week. Maybe I'll sit down with him and show him that wonderful game, and we'll do it
It's
together.
so bad.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Awesome. Okay, so Fester's Quest was a fail, and you are committing to Final Fantasy 3/6 for 2023.
Yes.
Awesome.
Finally gonna beat this
Okay.
game.
Well, let's get this out of the way. GP, you've already finished
Get
yours,
this
right?
out of the way.
You've already finished yours, right?
Okay, so here's some stories.
Re-
First off,
recap 2022.
if you
Recap 2020.
drink hot Dr. Pepper and you don't like it, and you think surely it will get better as it becomes closer to room temperature and cools off, you're wrong. It just tastes like flat used to be hot Dr. Pepper that is now shit. And that is why I ended up chugging it, because I should have put it in a thermos, a quality thermos product that would make
Sponsor
it,
us.
stay warm for a while.
Thermos, sponsor us.
Sponsored by
Um,
Thermos and Dr. Pepper.
So,
All in one sleeve. It's
Oh,
perfect.
It's like
moving
a
on.
cup of Theraflu is what you're saying.
Yes. So
2023
um,
off to a hot start.
also, after the Game of the Year episode that we did, the end of the year, my wife was listening and she said, GP, because that's what she calls me, the issue with the podcast is you're all so likable. You're all good guys. And that is why the piss and vinegar today, I have
Why?
resolved in the new year to be the antagonist of Press B. So for anybody who's listening in thinking, GP sucks, I do, but a little bit more so than usual by design.
GP, you don't wear it well, man. You're such a
No.
likable guy. You don't
We
wear
like
it
you
well.
Just the
still.
dimple. It's just the dimple. That's all it is.
I mean, if we want to talk piss and vinegar, it's Chard. Come on, man.
No, Chard, I'll tell you, okay,
just
real
angry.
quick. This is one of my favorite things about
Chard
Chard,
is
because
just vinegar, not piss and vinegar.
Yeah, there's no piss. I'm just
Chard has
vinegar.
mastered something, and it could be the gate on his microphone, but he has the ability to scream and yell, but it never gets above a certain volume.
I think
And
it's
there are
Jake.
certain people
I
in
think
real
Jake's
life who
like,
can do
"Ah,
that, and I
pull it down,
can't.
pull it down.
It's like
Mute,
jogging.
Mute.
I don't know how to jog. This is a stupid thing to admit. I can run and I can walk, but I can't. I haven't figured out jogging. That's a true story. Doesn't matter. Nobody asked.
Fair.
Okay, so May 14th, 2022, Sisyphean episode. I just had the name of the game I was playing. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge.
There it is.
It was so memorable.
May
You did it in
15th,
10 hours.
2002,
Yeah.
I beat
2002?
Double Dragon 2.
You got back in time.
So, no,
beat it
whatever.
like a
it was.
week,
So
right?
I chose
Something
the game
ridiculous.
because Double Dragon 2 was one of those games I should have beaten a long time ago. So that was kind of my understanding of the Sisyphus
It
thing,
is.
was
It absolutely is.
something,
Yeah.
I should have done. And I had started it, we did it on the retro therapy, and I just got to that room toward the end in that temple, and I couldn't figure it out, and I got pissed, and I moved on. So I went back and played that, and beat it. I don't want to say handily. I think there's even when I edited it together, the recording of me playing and beating it, at the very end, I added like a minute of just my failed attempts at the same jumps in this temple that used to give me grief. So it definitely was an effort, but I got it done rather quickly. So here's my proposal to you guys. I have a short list of Sisyphus games for 2023 to play. So I give you this option. I will either do a 2-hour Wheel of Pain stream, or I will play each of the games to completion, giggity, of my 2023 Sisyphus games. Do you want to vote now on what I should do, or should I tell you what my list is for the year?
What games are you thinking about?
I think we should hear the list.
Yeah, let's
that
I
hear
we
think
the
the
know.
list, yeah.
So the original idea for the Sisyphus game was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. A little bit of story here. I grew up with the Super Nintendo and the NES. My brother and I both played the NES, but I had the Super Nintendo. My brother had the Sega, the Genesis. So I watched him play, and Sonic is so iconic.
Gotta go fast.
You're a poet.
Uh,
You didn't even know it.
Yeah, I had not yet realized that. But anyway, so it's hard to not be familiar with him, and I played Sonic 1 and beaten that, but I never really played Sonic 2, or at least beaten it, and I never really cared too much about it. So I said, this is definitely a game I should have played and beaten, so that was going to be my Sisyphus game. Started playing it, and I the last couple times I've attempted it, I probably could have beaten it, but I wasn't recording, so I didn't. So it's been 6 days. I did not start playing it until January 1st or January 2nd, out of respect for the challenge. But I'm already going to beat that one. So the other games that were on my list that I was entertaining was Holy Diver, which was something that first appeared on my mind, but I kind of pushed it out because what I was thinking of wasn't Holy Diver. It was that newer indie game that is very much like Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, Cyber Shadow.
The Cyber Shadow or the Messenger?
Messenger.
Messenger is what I'm
okay.
thinking of. So okay. Anyway, the other ones on there that I definitely should have beaten, but I haven't yet. Metroid Prime 2. I've started it so many times, never beaten it, and then also Final Fantasy X, which Shafe had mentioned earlier in chat. That's when I started back in the days of the retro therapy, doing it as a blind run. Got to the lightning field and then moved on because blind running in RPG is something Chard's good at, but not me. So the list would be Sonic 2, The Messenger, Holy Diver, Final Fantasy X. All this year.
So you're telling us we can either subject you to 2 hours of the Wheel of Pain
Uh-huh.
or these 4 games.
Yep. That is what I'm telling you. And if you guys choose 2 hours of pain, I'm okay with it.
Well,
I mean,
Can I raise the stakes?
They got to be higher. God, Chart. What else do you want? Yes, raise the stakes. But
You have to
if you
raise it.
use the word dead or souls, I'm out.
No, Final
Well,
Fantasy X.
Also
Final Fantasy
Visage,
X.
but that's just for me. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you had mentioned Final
I
Fantasy
will
X.
fucking throw Visage in there. No questions asked. If you accept, I'll take it.
That's
I'm
just a game
sure
I want to play anyways.
Sinstress would vote for Visage too.
Which-
So
Yeah.
If we do humor me, if we do Final Fantasy X, which version would you plan on doing?
I've got the PlayStation 2 original version
Okay,
locked and
then
cocked
never
and ready
mind.
to roll.
Then never
Why?
mind.
What were you thinking?
Well, as of last year, Sinistar smiling. He knows where I'm going with this. If we take all the other games out and you just do 10, and you do a penance run,
What
I'm
does that
in.
mean?
Yeah,
the
what's
super
that
boss
mean?
at the very end of Final Fantasy X, the hardest boss where you have to defeat all the dark aeons. You have to go through the entire Monster Hunter
oh,
and the entire Monster Coliseum. It took me, God, and I had already beaten the game, months to get through all that stuff.
that sounds
okay.
good.
So everything else is out. Just
But
that.
it has to be the PS4 version because it's the remaster that has all that shit. The PlayStation 2 does not have that. It only has Nemesis. That's it.
Okay.
Or the Switch. I imagine the Switch
Sure.
version
The
has that
Switch
stuff
probably
too.
has it. Whichever one is the newest one has that in it. You'd have to look
And
up
if
how to
you're
get
gonna
all
put-
that stuff. It's gonna take you a bit.
If you're gonna put
But you
that
can tell me
time
to fuck
into it,
off.
that kind of time into a game, I would recommend
Yeah.
doing it on the Switch so you can do it on the go.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I have
Okay,
a quick
you can-
question for you.
Yeah,
so
let's
you
do that. I'll do that.
you kept saying, "I wish I cared more about Sonic,"
Yeah.
which is a fair
did say
statement.
Yeah.
Has that changed at all since you got pretty good at Sonic 2 or no?
No. Here's okay.
Fair.
Here's why
I was just
it-
curious.
it's just not part of my nostalgia. And while he's a cool character, and I get like the edginess of him, and then you have
Way
like this
past
cool kind
cool,
of
thank you.
kid appeal thing to him, as well as to with Tails, and then Eggman. Like, yeah, I guess my big thing with Sonic the Hedgehog is the whole theme is got to go fast, right? Like it's even in that cartoon theme song. But if you play the game fast, it makes it so much more difficult.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
really, Sonic, if
Well,
they wanted to do it
did
properly,
you
would be like can go fast, should go slow and prudent.
did you turn on your blast processor?
Yeah, your blood
I don't know what that
process.
That's all the
means.
difference. Yeah.
I don't even know
It
what that
does.
means.
Totally
But I will say this: I always thought Miles was a cool character. You got this cute little fox, two tails, Miles per hour, awesome. I can't beat anything with Tails. I've
Thank
got to
you.
play Sonic only.
Thank you.
Yeah. So in the game, I don't care for Tails, but in real life, yeah, I would snuggle the hell out of that stuffy if I had a stuffed animal, Tails.
See,
It's
Sonic-
funny. GP announced he was going to do this, and so I spun it up because I was a Sega guy and I had played too, so I was playing it. And as I was telling everybody, showing it off on my Steam Deck, playing it, Jake goes, "Have you played Sonic Mania yet?" And I was like, "No, I have not." And he goes, "It's not the 3D garbage that the newer stuff. It's an old nostalgia throwback side view 2D play." And I was like, "Oh, I'll check it out." I beat that game in 3 days. I love that game.
It's
it was
fantastic.
awesome.
Yeah, I love the
No,
original
but-
three Sonic games. 1 through 3 are fantastic, and Mania is just a love
Yeah,
letter to those,
same.
and those are great for me. But
Mhm.
I will say that having seen the size of the game now, because before it was always just I was familiar with some of the stages. There was a casino level, anything with underwater sucked. But now that I have played it through a couple times, I get a little bit of a better appreciation for the feel of the game and the design of the game. The physics to me are still kind of wonky. Gathering the Chaos Emeralds, I think, has really been my favorite part.
Yeah.
Which wasn't the
You
main
like the half
point.
fight special stages, huh?
they're
I
pretty
love
good.
the special stages,
Yeah,
but I
the
think a
half-fight
lot of that
stages are
goes
fun.
to like the kind of the drummer side of me, but also like the classical platforming aspect. It's memorization and timing. Like that's my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So I like that. Yeah, again, I just think it's in bad taste to advertise a game where it's like, go fast, go fast, go fast. And really, if you do that, it's your downfall. Unless you're shiny and yellow.
Going back, GP, you don't have to do the penance thing. I was just curious if you would be interested. If you want to do the other 4, because I'm telling you right now, you're gonna hate me. Probably not even a quarter through the end of what you're going to have to do to get that done. You're
No,
going
the
to
reason I'm
MP me
jumping on the penance
specifically
thing-
and tell me to fuck off. I guarantee it.
It's like
know.
saying, yeah, I'll do Ruby and Emerald in Final Fantasy
Not a
VII.
problem.
No,
Not a problem. Nailed it.
maybe,
I've been on
Emerald, but
I've been on an RPG kick lately. I've been playing backwards on my phone, Final Fantasy VII all the way down to Final Fantasy 1. So if I can have some time now that I know it's on the Switch as well and do something I haven't done before, I would much rather do that. This is my headspace right now than to play 4 difficult things. Just give me one super hard thing. Yeah, I'll knock that out. And we got
And I
12
think
months.
Yeah.
I vote he
4
does the
months?
penance. I
Well,
vote
yeah.
he does the penance run.
Yeah.
I
totally
appreciate
different.
you all helping me narrow this down. So thank you.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry.
And for funsies, let's do the Wheel of Pain. Let's do the Wheel of Pain. Maybe
You
it's
want
the
to-
hot Dr. Pepper in my belly and all the bad choices I made. with
Well,
It's the
So
piss
we
and
have Wheel of
vinegar is
Pain.
what it is.
we have a
I'll find 2 hours.
volunteer for the Wheel of Pain.
I'm
Bring
done
the
in 2
wheel.
hours. Penance done. 2 hours. He's gonna
Bring
show me
in-
the fucking ending
It's
and be
10
like,
Challenge of Ruby.
How long
Bring
is
in
this your
the
queue?
wheel.
GP says,
Well,
do
he
the pain
just
for
says that,
fun.
GP.
GP, you got to play Sonic 2006 on the Xbox 360.
oh, your favorite Sonic, you care so much
"You're
about.
kidding me."
I don't have that.
Bring
I
us
don't have that
fuck, dude.
particular console.
I'll hook you
You
up.
know
don't
what?
worry.
At least, at least
Can
Zebrahead's
it
in
just be
that
the
game.
messenger? That's fine.
No, that
Let's
game
do
was
it. Sonic,
good.
Sure, why not?
Sonic 2006 is the one where you can have 5 load screens back to back for like one little side quest. It's obnoxious,
Yes.
the load times. It's
I know. I
insane.
can't wait because I have 2 hours. I have to stream that, and it sounds like I'll be playing 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right,
That
so
said, GP, real quick,
Hmm.
the messenger, I think would be right up your alley, especially since it has progressively
hell yeah.
harder runs once you beat
Yeah.
it. You can keep doing new game plus, but it's like a permadeath kind of thing where you get so far with upgrades each time until you die. If you die, then if you get a game over, it sends you all the way back to new game plus the first time around. And it keeps going again. You start it over. So you can get up to new game plus like 30, 40, 50 theoretically.
Maybe you can. I don't think I could do that.
I think I got to 6 or 7.
Nice. Respect. Okay.
So,
Well,
it
we'll do
was-
the penance run. I'll somebody remember the Sonic game I'm supposed to play because I'm not going to write that down.
Sonic 06.
And
Yeah.
we'll have
the
fun.
best.
It'll be good.
It's real good.
GP,
Yeah.
know that I
so-
love you and I've done this and I'm sorry.
Here's my question though: if I do it on the Switch, I mean, if I do it to go, I won't be able to record every single time that I play it. But I mean, are you guys okay with me recording the ending? I
Yes.
promise not
It's
to use
that
any
long
codes
a
or cheats or
why don't
anything
you
like that.
just-
Record your
Just
penance run.
record the penance shit, like the,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
ending stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Play through the
Okay.
game and record your penance fights.
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy X penmanship. I got it. We're gonna do
Got
this.
Penmanship, yes.
All right. So to recap, you beat your 2022 Sisyphean game
Handily.
in a day,
Handily.
and so because of that, you called out the Wheel of Pain. You're
You
doing a
summoned
Wheel
it.
of Pain, which is Sonic 2006 on the Xbox 360,
Simple.
and you are doing a penance run for this year on Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, which I can't wait to get to. Cannot wait to get to it. But that's
Yeah,
only
take
again
it.
because I also beat Sonic 2. No problem.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for January first Friday of 2024, where I get nothing but daggers from GP for the 6 goddamn months he cannot get back from what
I'm
I've
gonna
sent
fall
you.
asleep and I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be December 1st and I'm gonna be like, I should really start the game now.
You should probably start this right now. Yeah. Calling in from work for the rest of the month. I got to finish this.
No, I can't wait. Final Fantasy X has been on my list since I started it 3 years ago, or whenever it was, 2 years ago. And so this is good. I feel real good about it. Thank you guys for helping
Awesome.
me kind of focus and hone that in. It's gonna be good.
Don't toast
And
me yet.
shout outs
please.
to Shafe in the chat. He loves that game and we talk about it frequently, so I'm excited.
Excellent. All right, Jake, recap and your new game.
Okay, so for me, last year was a good year for me in games. I beat more than 4 games, which is like never happens after having kids. So for me, it was Mega Man 1. And that's a game I've been meaning to beat for years. And I'd beaten 2 and 3 and 4, no problem. But 1 eluded me for forever. And last year, because of that episode, I sat my ass down and I beat Mega Man 1. It was painful, but I did it. I think I was sick for a week and I just did
Awesome.
I just did it. And then I said, you know what?
It is good.
I am the master of games at this point if I could beat Mega Man 1. So I decided to
Kirby
also
1,
beat
Mega Man 1.
Mega Man 1
Man.
again, the Wily Wars, a classic of the
Ugh.
Genesis. And then I also decided to beat Mega Man 1 powered
Milk-fed
up
veal.
on the PSP, Milk Fed Veal. So I beat Mega Man 3 times. So I think I'm the Mega Man master. Anyway, so I did do that, but it did take me a while. So I'm not going to do the Wheel of Pain because I think I did good last year by beating all 3 of those games.
Oh, I think you went above and beyond.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Agreed.
So-
I think your Wheel of Pain was already Wily Wars. So
It
Well,
was
and then
good.
you decided to find this Mega Man randomizer that resets on pain.
Oh, that shit was fun.
Oh,
It's
I
fun.
love that.
But I'm terrible.
That shit was
at
That
fun.
is
it. Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So you kicked Mega Man's ass.
Yep. So for this year, look, I need motivations to stream more. I do, and I do want to play games more this year. I didn't have as much time in 2022 that I did. Hopefully, I'll have more this year. Kids getting older and all that stuff. But I want a challenging game and a game that I should have beaten. And the game I feel like I should have beaten has been Battletoads. I've seen many streamers beat it. I've seen Chard. I've watched you beat it. I watched MRR Knight play through it. I've seen enough people beat
Excuse
it.
me. We badged it. Thank you very much.
Okay,
So
you
calm
badged
down.
it. Okay, all right, okay, fine. You badged it. You're a pro. And you know what?
Also,
So
I
I
badged
think I could do it. I've gotten fairly deep into it in the past. Lately, not so much. But I think it's something I can do. But I'm worried that I'm going to GP this game and beat it in less than a couple weeks. So I wanted to make this a bit harder on myself. So I am committing to 2 things. I will beat Battletoads. According to the expert advice of the pros, Chard and Knight, I'll beat it warpless. But I'm also going to beat Battletoads
Wow.
this year with no continues. That's what I'm going to do.
GP,
If I don't-
I recognize your prowess in
No, it's fine.
Battletoads.
Why,
It's fine.
why, Jake?
It's
why are
fine.
you just signing up for 2024's Wheel of Pain? I don't
And
understand.
I think I have a year to do this. I think I can master this game in a year. And I have gotten pretty deep in the past.
I want to point out.
So
I want to point
wanna
out
point
something
out-
real quick.
I'll let Chard go first.
Yeah. I stumbled upon the retro therapy during his run of Battletoads, and that guy iced that game, no pun intended, from start to
Fuck
finish.
every ice level ever.
Oh,
Then
yes.
my favorite.
there it is. Then he speed runs that shit. I 200%ed it and walked away from that shit. So don't. GP is the pro in this
No, no,
group
no.
of 5.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry,
no,
GP.
no.
I forgot you.
Did I
played it. You're
walk
right.
so Chard can run? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just. No.
You're right. You're right. I forgot GP.
I
Again,
can't jog
antagonist.
though. I can run, but I
Antagonist
can't
today.
jog.
Where's my inhaler? Where's my inhaler?
So
Okay. So any other things you're going to commit to
no, I think that's enough.
that
What-
these
what was
guys
Wulff
may
gonna say?
that these guys may just rub into the dirt for you?
Well, look, if you think, look, beating it without continues, I think is harder than badging it. I'm going to say that right now. I know badging these games is tough, and I've seen you guys do it, but I think doing it without continues is really freaking hard. So I think that's a good challenge for the year.
Try the PAL version.
There likely is a badge for not continuing, isn't there?
I
There's
actually no. I
likely
mean the
an
Genesis. I think the
achievement.
Genesis is a valid option too. What's up,
I
Chard?
think GP can vouch for me on this. That if you have to continue at any point in the game before the end level, you might as well start over.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, especially. I mean, yeah, yeah. It's hard to regain your rhythm. We'll say it that way.
Okay.
Yes.
And you
So
got
that's
this.
going to be
Honestly,
part
I
of the
think you'll.
playthrough, regardless of whether you want to do it or not. That's going to be part of the playthrough.
Yeah, and I maintain
Well,
you're going to
we'll
have
see.
this done by April 1st.
I agree.
We'll
I think
see.
GP is right. I think your timing is going to be a lot quicker than you think. It's
Okay.
it's all muscle memory, man. As soon as you figure out the muscle memory of it, you're going to waltz through that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's a
and,
fun game to
are you
play. It
emulating or
plays
you-
really well. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
I
Are
have
you
a
playing
feeling
with
he'll play him
your?
on his Mister, right?
No, I don't. Because my Mister,
Sorry,
I need to
Wulff.
get fixed. So
Okay. Sorry,
Are you
Wolf.
going to be playing it on your arcade stick or?
I am. I have a controller from Junk Food Arcades. I'm gonna be playing on that, and that's mostly because my hands are shot,
Okay.
right? So I have to use that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's going to give you an edge, especially for certain levels. It will. It
Yeah.
seriously will.
There's a smoothness that that's going to offer you. Well, yeah. April 1st, I'm going to call it. I think you'll
Okay,
have it by April 1st.
I think that's a bit optimistic.
not-
but okay.
And if not, he'll tell us he did, and then he'll say April Fool's.
I think April. I'm going to go with GP on this. I think you're going to have it by April.
April.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It took me 6 months to beat Kirby. I don't know. We'll see with Battletoads.
No,
Kirby's a
listen,
different
you
beast.
got
It's a
this
different
by
animal.
September. By September, no doubt.
Of 2024.
Yeah, Kirby's tough.
All right.
It is.
Well,
Yeah,
recap.
absolutely, yeah.
quick
Sure it
recap.
is.
You became the master of Mega Man,
Yep.
and you were doing a continuous version or a run through of Battletoads.
Right.
I'm gonna make a recommendation. Do it warpless.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
do
gathered.
Warpless.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, then we're gonna get to mine, and I wanna talk about this because I am done with my thermos of Dr.
Same.
Pepper. My hot Dr. Pepper.
Did it keep it hot the whole time?
It did. It was actually still like burning when I would pour it out. It was still like burning my tongue. This thermos is crazy.
What a wonderful product that is. Very
What are you
well
up
made,
to?
too.
What are you up to there, Jake?
4 cans.
How many dead bodies you got next to you?
Four
Four
cans
cans?
of
Well,
Florida
he's
milk.
got to go for
Okay.
five.
Slow it
Five-
down there,
yeah.
Forrest Gump. I mean, wow.
Well, I drank a
he's
full
trying
liter.
to match.
I drank a full
Yeah,
liter.
he's trying to
There's
match
gonna
how
be-
much Chard and Sinistar have drank.
So I've
I
matched
drank little
Sinistar.
cans. I drank 2 little cans.
How much is in those?
He's matching him. He's not matching me. He would have
Oh,
been done.
Then this will match. Then this will match Sinistar and probably you, Chard. So I think I'm done, and I can go puke
That's
after
fair.
this episode
All
because this
right.
stuff is gross.
If
Well-
you
And
throw
you
up,
will-
that'll match
You will
mine.
never drink it again.
I have a case of
I'm
this shit.
proud
I
of
don't know
you.
what to do
Going
with it. I can't give this stuff away in Canada. Nobody wants this crap.
Don't you
Mail
have
it
a
to me. I'll
daughter?
drink it.
That,
Fuck.
don't you have a daughter that likes Dr.
She
Pepper?
thinks she likes it, but she's 11. She doesn't know what she
Wow.
likes.
She doesn't
Did
know.
she
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 doesn't,
doesn't
know.
know.
She doesn't,
Doesn't
know.
know.
she doesn't
Doesn't
know.
Wow.
If
I
you,
love
if
you
you
guys
guys do the if
so
you and
much.
your daughter do the boiled Dr. Pepper, you should put it on your TikTok. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, we'll
Do
probably
you
do
know what
that.
the difference is between the Dr. Pepper in America and the Dr. Pepper in Canada? The
It's less
Dr. Pepper
dusty.
in America costs $30,000, but the Dr. Pepper in Canada you have to wait 6 months for.
And you have to collect all the loonies.
Yeah.
You gotta wait 3 months here. Shoot. Not even $30,000 in 3 months.
Well,
You need the vanilla Dr. Pepper.
I'm going to
No,
finish
I
this
don't.
and say I am not making this a yearly tradition.
Yeah.
I
no,
may
this
drink
is-
cold. I may drink
Yeah.
cold Dr. Pepper because I
Yeah.
love cold Dr. Pepper. But no, that
We did it.
that Dr. Pepper rep that was like, hey, maybe drink it as tea. I hope he's
I
dead.
mean, he is. It was the 1800s. So
He's definitely dead. Yeah. I mean, this is the
He's
era they put
certainly dead.
cocaine in fucking soda. They don't know what they're talking about. Hot Dr. Pepper.
Maybe
I know. They're like,
Yeah.
your generation's lazy. You guys don't do anything. Well, you guys had cocaine in your soda, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Lithium in your Sprite. I mean, no wonder you guys did all this shit.
right.
Yeah. What
Power.
are you
Chill is
drinking?
fucking ready to go.
What are you putting those ice cubes in? Laudanum?
200 years, they're gonna be like, do you know they used to put crack in methyphase?
I keep drinking the soda and your face keeps melting.
You know, there's been a lot more diagnosis of attention deficit over the years, and you know that the treatment for attention deficit is stimulants. I
Like hot
think
Dr.
what
Pepper.
happened. I think what happened is when cocaine and meth and everything went out of these sodas, all of a sudden people lost the ability to keep up.
To fucking focus.
Bring back the drugs, Coca-Cola
Yeah.
of the world.
Bring back
Bring it
the
back.
drugs. That's our platform this year. Bring drugs back into soda.
I have a
And-
slight toothache. Here's
That's
some
a
heroin.
wobbly platform.
And
It hurts right here. Well, shoot up here.
and
What's
I'm sorry
What's your pain level? About a 3. Here's some heroin.
and I'm
Get some
sorry
heroin.
soda I'm sorry soda companies. Marijuana is not an enhancement drug.
No.
Bring back opium dens.
That's a lie. Marijuana greatly enhanced Dark Side of the Moon for me. I bawled when Us and Them was playing. I understood life for the first time.
Okay.
I've never jogged so fast on the run.
Okay, Chard. Look, I don't know what I did. I'm sorry though. Can we be friends again? I will try to make a video of me jogging, trying to figure it out. When I try to jog, I feel like I'm just falling, and I don't like it, and so I just run, and then I have bad lungs, so
catching
it
yourself the
lasts
whole
about
time.
5 seconds.
There was one afternoon, late 1960s, where I actually learned to jog. And then I promptly forgot.
Picture it. Milan, 1934.
Okay. Okay, so we know I spoke about my failure at the beginning of this episode. I am playing Dragon's Lair Nest for 2 hours because I failed.
Gonna feel like 4 hours.
It's gonna feel like I probably am gonna be like, stream, I need to use the restroom for about 27 minutes. I'll be back. Anyway.
2 years. 27 minutes.
All right. My Sisyphean game for 2023 is a game that's probably going to get a lot of people saying, what? When I tell you that I have tried to play this game and I have bounced off of it multiple times at the beginning, and I have never completed this game. My game of the year for Sisyphean is Chrono Trigger.
What?
Yeah, it's wild.
What?
There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We got
I'm
good, two
so
good
Wasn't
ones.
sure which
excited.
game you were gonna settle on.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I thought
Chrono
it was the
Trigger.
other C. The more
Yeah.
recent C.
I did ponder Cyberpunk. I pondered Witcher 3 because I love Witcher 3, but I still have as of yet to complete Witcher 3.
It's long.
It's Mario. Yeah, okay.
I'm glad you didn't go with Witcher though. It's still too early, and the Henry Cavill pain is still real in my heart.
That's true.
So,
Right. Same.
Yeah.
Mr. Cavill, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show. I got questions. But
Exactly.
yeah,
He's
no,
into this
I'm
shit.
so
He'd totally
excited
join
for
us.
you guys with your picks
Yeah.
this year. It's going to be so much good watching. I'm sorry, go ahead, please. I'm
I
just
have a
pumped.
question. I have a question because I have a version that I picked up on Steam years ago when I was like, I'm going to play this because everybody loves it. But I also could very easily spin
Okay.
it up on my Mister on the SNES core.
So
What do
as
you
I
got?
understand it, the Steam version, the game is still just as good. It's just the graphics have issues. The
I think
visuals
there's
have
pretty
issues
bugged
on the
too,
Steam
isn't
version.
it? It's like the
I'm-
PS1 version where the load screens are like 10 minutes long.
Load screens.
Final Fantasy
is it?
Chronicles.
Oh,
Yeah,
play the SNES version for sure. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'd
classic.
Play SNES or DS. DS was good.
say. Yeah, DS was good too.
Yeah.
And it's got some
Okay.
extra shit in DS.
Okay.
It's a fantastic
right.
game though.
Well-
like it's like Wulff and Final Fantasy 6. Like, yeah, you gotta play Chrono Trigger. It's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. We've talked about it before on these episodes. It's so good. You're gonna love it for sure.
I got my two favorite games like ever. You guys are playing both of them within this year. It's gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
We're rocking an RPG heavy portfolio this year,
Yeah.
fellas, and I'm loving
And
it.
I'm not. I'm the only one not doing it.
No,
once,
doing
yeah.
fucking
Well,
Jake,
SPS.
Jake, I mean the RPG Battletoads for sure.
Oh, sure.
That's
Yeah.
This is
But we do have
JRPG
3
right there.
Square RPGs on this list, which is
No, that's 3 of my favorite games. Like back to you
feels a
guys
little
are
more
playing, like, all of my
fanboyish than we
favorite
tend to be.
This is like the year of Chard right now. This is fantastic.
That's just because you're one of the Battletoad pros, Chard. You're upper echelon.
GP,
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I
You
forgot
may,
you
Don't
played it.
downplay it.
Are you even on the? You're on the
Wow.
leaderboard, aren't you?
We've only talked about it religiously.
I don't pay attention.
I didn't forget GP. I appreciate you.
He doesn't know.
I didn't know.
Doesn't know.
Jake, I thought because of our shared hatred of Dr. Pepper, you and I had turned a corner in our friendship, and you just
I remember Moon Crystal.
Listen, yeah,
I
you
remember you
know-
like Moon
Listen,
Crystal.
Captain Piss and Vinegar.
it's okay. It was a very forgettable set of streams.
Listen, Captain Piss and Vinegar.
Disagree. Disagree. We still like you. You can't be the bad guy. We like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want so badly to be the bad guy.
Well, if
doesn't-
anybody's
it doesn't- it doesn't
feeling
wear on you well,
disappointed
man.
in all the JRPGs, you can always play Circus Charlie for 2 hours. That's fine too. People love to see that game.
I
It's not a
did.
did.
Well,
JRPG. What is
I
that?
did.
That was,
Yeah,
that
he
was
beat
7
it.
minutes. It was
GP
7
got some
minutes.
video
And I
evidence of
played it
Lines
for
run,
probably
speed run.
40. I
Really?
played
You
it
should
for
put that
probably
on the wheel of pain.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
I almost did,
Yes.
but I enjoy it too much. So
It's
Ah,
the simple things. All right.
Okay.
Excuse me, I think I bumped my mic.
so, Sisyphean 2023.
there you go.
Should we
Could
do a
be a good
recap
year.
of what everybody's playing? Should we do a recap? Go around the horn.
Sure. Sure. Wolf, what are you playing and what do you have to say?
I am playing Final Fantasy VI, and looking forward to finally seeing the ending in their last names.
Sorry about all your emotions you're going to be feeling this year.
Yeah.
You're going to feel
Yeah.
some stuff.
All right, GP, what are you playing and what do you have to say?
Real quick, I'm so sorry. I have to ask, Wolf, when you last played this, were you a father or were you Sans children?
No. When I last played this, it was when the GBA pretty freshly released, or the GBA version. Probably a good 2007, so 15 years.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
been a while.
This game hit differently after I became a dad, especially Cyan's arc. And that's all
Yeah,
I'm going to
for
say.
sure.
But
All
yeah.
right.
So yeah, I'm excited to watch this. You're gonna love it. I am doing the appendix run of Final Fantasy X.
the appendix run.
Appendix
Yes,
run.
yes, he's getting his appendix removed for Final Fantasy X.
He's gonna enjoy. He'd enjoy that more than what he's gonna do.
Just don't make the mistake I made when trying to make my characters maxed out and get
Okay.
rid of a whole bunch of spheres before you have spheres to fill them back in.
Keep
Okay.
every sphere you find. Keep it all of it.
No, like
all of it.
I was in the midst of doing that back when I played, and I cleared out like half of Yuna's sphere grid, just like, okay, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I want that. And then I was like, oh no, I don't have stuff to replace that. She's gonna suck now.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I will definitely be asking questions. So, heard.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, Jake, since you just took a swig, what are you playing and what do you have to say?
You know, I brushed my teeth before that podcast episode, and I don't know why.
I love
The
you, Jake.
taste of fucking Buckley's coughs are my nose.
Mm.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, that would make it
Oh, you
so
made it
much
worse.
worse.
Ugh,
That's way
I'm-
worse.
Did you
I'm
all
playing-
receive the blood sugar monitors that I sent? 'Cause we need to post our blood sugar levels after this.
I need to go to the bathroom is what I need to do. I drank 6 cans of this shit. I'm playing Battletoads Warpless and Continueless. That's what I'm going to be doing on the NES North America version. No PAL for me.
Shade.
That wasn't shade. I was just saying, no.
It's gonna be a great year, fellas.
Accidental asshole. I
Hey,
didn't
I'm
know.
Alright.
doing Bubsy 3D. You don't have to keep shading it. Jeez.
That's right. There's nothing we can say that is going
You're
to be
right.
more hurtful than those 2
Yes.
hours.
I might play more. We'll see.
Oh my god.
Wow.
All right,
Okay.
Chard, what are you playing and what do you have to say?
I don't have anything. I'm just playing Doom 3 with the original Doom 3 without the flashlight mod and all that shit on it. So that should be a good time. It's not going to be as good as the rest of you guys'. Mine's going to be lame compared to the rest of
No,
you guys'.
your story about your history with Doom 3 is the setup
Right.
the world needs for your victory lap here. So
Yeah, just
I'm
play it
in
by
your
yourself.
corner.
Don't stream it, so that way it's more likely to make you scream if it's gonna.
Yeah,
make
no,
you
I'll put
scream.
it. I'll record it. I'm going to record it like I did
Oh,
like Scorn and Bloodborne,
Yeah.
and then I'll put it up.
Yeah.
So no one's going to be watching it but me until I post it to you guys. And I'll
Yeah.
do the
If
same
I
thing. I'll
send
do
you
it in
a-
sections.
if I send you an audio recorder, can you just hit play and then just have that so we don't see what's happening, but we can just listen to your audio tapes? That's really what
Plug
I'm
my
interested
phone
in.
in, and I'll just run a Marco Polo the entire time. You just have to sit there and watch me play it on your phone.
Can we
face
at
is
some
melting.
point get a oh my fucking
Oh my fucking! So yes, Doom 3, the original, not the BFG version. No flashlights allowed until I switch between guns or whatever.
all right. Okay.
Shit.
And I am doing Chrono Trigger. Apparently, Chrono Trigger probably SNES. Yeah.
All right.
And
Again, sorry
that-
about your emotions, man. Like you're
I-
gonna be
you
feeling
know,
some stuff this
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It's good. Yeah.
This is going to be a
This
very
is-
emotional year.
This is shaping up to be the best year ever of Press B. And I'm not just saying that because I'm, roughly 20% of the show and potentially the antagonist. What I'm saying
Nope.
is we have all the makings for a most magical year, and I love it. If you guys are listening on audio, check us out over on the YouTubes because this is a very visual episode, especially with the hot Dr. Pepper. Smash that
Yep.
like
We
button
have-
and subscribe.
Yeah.
Whatever. But
Thank
I
check
was
you,
this
about
shit
to
out. It's
say,
hilarious.
go to our website, pressbtocancel.com. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends, please.
Also,
Word of mouth is
Sinistar
our
is wearing a
friend.
Lieutenant Uhura shirt, and I'm here for it.
we are hitting the gamut of emotions. We're going to have 2 criers with redemption,
And
We're
I'm a
gonna have-
crier.
frustration. We're going to have anger.
We're
And
gonna have the 5 phases
fear.
of. We're gonna have the 5 phases of. What is it? Coping or whatever. There's like
Yeah.
anger,
Yeah.
bargaining,
Uh-huh.
denial,
I'll be in denial.
and 2 other
I'll be in
things that I
denial the
skip
whole
over
time.
because I don't have good coping mechanisms.
Uncontrollable weeping.
And
yeah.
acceptance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end this year just covered in tattoos because I'm not gonna know how to deal with this shit.
He's going to have a sphere grid on his back.
Those are moles. Ugh,
Excellent.
sorry.
Milk fed moles.
Well,
Here, Cat.
Pepper moles.
All right, I'm going to say, anybody want to call out where they can find you? Because I know some of us don't stream right now. So anybody want to call out where they can find you?
Twitch.tv. Hi. And here,
Chard Monk.
YouTube.
of course.
Yeah,
You can find me on
Chard Monk.
YouTube, especially with
Yeah.
Battletoad runs in the near future. I'll be recording it probably 20 minutes at a time. No, my luck.
Yeah.
Still
YouTube
counts.
at
Awesome.
Werewolf, WAREWULFF. Google it, tell it you meant it. I'll turn up somewhere.
Excellent. All right.
Actually,
Well,
yeah, I'll be on YouTube too, recording my shit and putting it on here too.
we
So,
have
yeah.
been a very sugar-filled Press B to Cancel tonight.
I'm not
I ain't
sleeping.
sleeping tonight. I'm playing some Days Gone all night long.
Yeah. Till Brooklyn.
No sleep till.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
All right. You got something to take us out?
But the future refused to change.
Wow. You hit it with a Chrono Trigger quote. I love it. Jeez.
Hmm.
Nice.
That's a hard one too. That's a
It
hard
felt
one.
appropriate.